gracious. Look at this crowd. Very nice. Nice looking audience. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, what a nice audience. How's everyone feeling out there? Wow, with Jamie Pauley warming up this audience, I think you guys are ready to go. Is that correct? All right, well, we have got a great show for tonight. Tonight, musical guest, the Lowell Thompson Band is with us. Plus, if you are planning a wedding, we have got the perfect guest for you. Wedding expert Anna Post is here with her new book. But before we get to all that, let's go ahead and talk about our picture of the week. That, of course, is brought to us by Parent Studios. And this week, the picture of the week is of my brand new niece. This is Catherine Cleo Kavanagh Smith. She was born earlier this week to my younger sister Andrea and her husband Lowell. She was born a little bit premature, 28 weeks, but she's doing great, as is Mom and the husband. And we wish them a big congratulations from all of us here at Late Night Saturday. All right. Since tonight's show is all about weddings, we bring you another misnamed wedding couple. Now, not only is this their last name, it's how he felt the night after the wedding. Say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Aiken Johnson. Yeah, you know what? It's time right now to go ahead and check in with Ava and Aram and Roxy Reels. Let's see what they've been up to.
For tuning in for another episode of Roxy Reels. My name's Ava. This here is Aram. Today we're here to talk to you about Finding Providence. It's a film that's directed, written, produced, edited, and what do you know, starred in by local filmmaker Jason Argento.
And guess what? It's playing right here at the Roxy Saturday, May 10th at 11 a.m. So you people should get down here and check it out, because it's not every day we show films by local filmmakers. What did you think of this one, Ava?
I enjoyed this film, Aram. I thought it was really well shot. It looked beautiful. The acting was amazing. My one qualm would be that the script was a little loose, and as an editor, I would have cut it in a number of places. What did you think?
I agree with most of what you said. I love the acting by Eric and Jason himself. But again, the script did kind of drag in a few places, and I was kind of waiting for things to move along a little bit. Not enough to make me hate the movie, but enough that I did notice. Still, overall, a great job by a local filmmaker, and definitely you should all come down here and see it.
It's actually really, really difficult to put out your own feature-length film. So the fact that he made it, and he made it really well, is quite impressive, and you guys should all be supporting local filmmakers.
You should, and you know, it takes us forever just to make these 90-second things. So a 90-minute film, that is a big achievement. Good job, Jason. And back to you, Tim and Jason.
All right, thank you very much, Ava and Aram. Finding Providence is from filmmaker Jason Argento, who was a guest on the show a while back. You can see the film, like they said, at the Roxy next Saturday, May 10th at 11 a.m. And for more information, you can go to their website, which is ChamplainMotionPictures.com. Good luck, Jason and crew. All right. All this season long, we've been giving you our What Not to Say series. We've told you about what not to say at a bar mitzvah, what not to say on a first date, what not to say at a job. Since tonight's the wedding show, we thought that we'd show you what not to say at a wedding reception.
Everybody knows what to say, but you don't. It's what not to say.
To my best man, I want to thank you for that bachelor party. Those girls were amazing.
I'd like to thank the lovely bride for having a good job and a wealthy family so that she can support my brother's expensive lifestyle. Cheers.
Thanks to my new mom and dad for raising a daughter who sexually is the best girl I've ever had. And I have had a bunch.
When this whole marriage thing breaks up, I want my present back.
Who's the fat chick hanging out with the groom?
The bride.
A toast to the happy couple. And baby makes 3. Last I heard, right? You can see up the bride's dress.
That is so hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think anybody will notice. They don't look related.
I swear, Schluey and me did not go pee-pee in the Champagne Fountain.
And to many, many more years of life and love.
Excuse me, do you mind? I'm on the phone here. I'm sorry, Tim. What did you say about the show? Saturday? Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. What not to say at a wedding reception, but look what it's time for right now. I can tell by the look of our super duper Doppler sky tracker radar camera, it's looking for someone out in the studio audience. So you folks better make a lot of noise if you want to win a prize right now. It is looking for someone out there, and if it lands on you, you are going to win a terrific prize, and it has landed on someone right now. So now we turn to the lovely Miss Jen Jen to go ahead and spin that wheel and find out what that audience member is going to win. All kinds of prizes up on the prize wheel right now. And look what it's landed on. Oh, I hope he's a home builder because it's landed on Bibbins Ace Hardware. And here's Jamie Pauley to tell you what you've won.
$50 gift card to your locally owned Bibbins Ace Hardware. Now with 4 locations in Mallett's Bay, Essex, South Burlington, and one other very great local hardware store. It's a value of $50. Now back to Tim Kavanagh.
Thank you very much, Jamie Pauley. We'll get you all those locations of Ace Bibbins Hardware. You also won this. It's a jar of Jed's Maple Mud. It's delicious and made in the Northeast Kingdom. Be sure to tune into the big station, 98.9 WOKO. We'll be right back with more Late Night Saturday. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey, tonight's guest has followed in the steps of her great-great-grandmother, Emily Post, and is here to provide us with tips for those planning a wedding and or a wedding party. With her new book, won't you please welcome Anna Post. Here because you've had a busy schedule.
I have. I've been all over the place this year, so I was glad to be in Vermont for one of these.
Yeah, now you've just been on a 7-city tour, and you're ramping up for another 7-city tour. Is that correct?
Something like that. I'm starting to lose count, to be honest, but that sounds about right.
I bet you are. I bet you are. And we had your much older sister on the show earlier this year.
Yes, you did. My sister Lizzie Post.
Lizzie, yes. And your dad was on the year before.
Yep.
Of season number 1. I have to ask, as we're getting ready to book for season 3 here at Champlain College, is there another Post that we should be having on the show?
Oh, is there another?
Is there another?
We got them coming out of our ears.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you folks have really followed in your great-great-grandmother's footsteps really, really well. And with this book right here, what inspired the Wedding Parties book?
Sure. We have so many people getting into the engagement parties and the showers and the things that come with this. And as they're doing it more, they have questions. And our big book of wedding etiquette is great, but it needed its own home, and that's where this book came in.
Great. Now, talking about the different parties, there's a number of parties we're talking about. And it used to just be what's the one, the rehearsal dinner.
Rehearsal dinner,
Rehearsal dinner, reception, and then that was pretty much it.
That was pretty much it. That was a wrap.
Now we're talking engagement parties, pre-engagement parties. Oh, you just got born, you're going to be marrying this person in 40 years. Let's have a party type thing.
Pretty close.
They're all over the place. How many different parties are there, and are they all something that we should be looking into, or do we just pick and choose?
They're pretty much all optional, so don't feel any pressure. People are looking for ways to celebrate now, and there's a whole big old number. You know, you've got your engagement party, your showers, you know, your bachelorette, bachelor parties. People do a lot of brunches the day after now. People travel so far for weddings. It's a really nice way to kind of wrap up, send people off the next morning. It's a nice send-off.
You know, and it is, and some of the weddings that we've been to lately, that's exactly it. You're making an event out of it. You might be taking some vacation days around it. Our stage manager, Mark Pogat, is getting married in less than a month.
Oh, that's great.
And
congratulations.
yes, Mark. And he decided to do this over Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So it allows people from out of town to get here. So this is correct then. This is a good thing to do so that people can kind of plan some extra time off.
Absolutely. Just try and give them a lot of time so that they have a good chance of being able to get that time off and make the travel reservations.
Right. Now, before you got into the writing, you did a couple of other different things. You worked for Senator Leahy down in Washington, D.C.
Yes, I did.
What did you do for him?
I worked in his front office. I actually started as an intern and took on a job in the front office, so receptionist, basically.
Okay.
I gave a lot of tours of the Capitol to Vermonters who came down to visit. It was great. It was a phenomenal experience.
And would you see a lot of Vermonters come down?
Yes, quite a lot. Tremendous amount, both for meetings and also Vermonters who might be down for personal reasons could contact the office and we would help them arrange things to do in the city, you know, be as welcoming as we possibly could for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then you worked for the Motion Picture Film Association of America.
That's right.
What did you do there? And obviously was that out in LA or was it in New York? Or?
No, it's actually based in Washington, D.C., although our office in Los Angeles is larger. And I worked first in the Congressional Affairs Department, so I still got to see my friends back on Capitol Hill.
Nice.
And then I sort of segued a little bit into more of the international world, which was kind of interesting. There was a job opening there, so did some lobbying when I moved to that, and got to see a lot of movies.
Yeah, I bet you did. What was the most exciting thing in that job that you think that you went through?
The most exciting thing that I think I saw, well, it wasn't seeing Mel Gibson because I missed him the day that he was there, unfortunately, which was too bad. I think the most exciting thing was getting to meet some of both the politicians and the film side of the people in sort of the closed-door meetings and sort of seeing and hearing what was being talked about. It's very interesting industries, you know, sort of the elected power and the popular power, and seeing them meet was kind of cool.
So how long was it after that that you said, you know what? I'm going to follow what great-great-nana did, and I'm going to start writing a book. You obviously moved back here. When did you do that?
I moved back in fall of 2006, so I'd been in D.C. for a little over 5 years, and I missed it. It was great, but it was time to move on, do something new, and a job opportunity came up to be able to write this book. It was perfect. I couldn't say no.
Right. Absolutely. And it's doing well right now?
Yes, it's doing well. We've had great reception. Every time I go out, the brides have so many questions when I do wedding talks. We usually have to shut them down.
Okay, what's the most popular question?
Most popular question might be, what do you do if guests want to RSVP with their kids and their kids weren't really invited? What do you do?
And what do you do?
What do you do? First off, if you've got somebody that you know is going to be a problem person, give them a call in advance and say, just wanted to let you know the invites are going out. We can't invite kids, so I wanted to give you as much notice as possible so you could get a babysitter because we really want you there. You're letting them know advance. There's no way they can ignore it and pretend they didn't understand, but you're helping them out by giving them all the time.
And yeah, look at that. Helpful tips out there, isn't that, huh? And I would imagine that must be very common these days because with the cost of things too. I mean, it's very expensive, and especially if we're talking multiple parties here that we're going through. This is taking quite a bit of cash to pull something like this off. Now, with technology the way that it is today, are evites, are those standard practice? Do people get involved in evites right now? How does that all work?
Evite's great. I'm a fan. I've used it a lot myself. But the one place you don't want to be using this is for your actual wedding invitation. A computer screen just can't replicate sort of the gravitas and the formality. Even if you're having a casual wedding, this is a big day.
Is gravitas like an appetizer?
Could be. It sounds pretty good. Sort of the weight of the day. It just can't carry on a computer screen, and you know, your grandmother might not understand getting an evite from somebody. So make sure that if you are going to send them for a party, that everybody really does use email.
Sure. Now, the book is kind of broken up into two parts. And in the first part, it's called It's a Party, and we're talking about all the different parties. We're talking about engagement, showers, couple showers. We're talking about bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, Jack and Jill parties. That must be pretty common these days.
Absolutely. In fact, I was hearing somebody talk about a Jack and Jill baby shower last night, arguing whether or not the dad was going to have to go. Jack and Jill, it means guys and girls there at the showers, usually couples. So many people these days have friends who are both guys and girls. It's a nice way to celebrate together. But no lingerie showers for this one. It just gets a little too awkward fast. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
So that's part one of the book. Part two is about the party smarts and providing party giving samples and advice and things like that. Talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. It's a chance to sort of talk about and explore a little bit of planning tips, things that are both good etiquette and also just simply smart planning for your party, timelines that you might want to be aware of, etiquette about invitations, about being a good guest and a good host no matter what kind of party you're at. Thank you notes, giving toasts, things that could apply to any of the parties in the first part of the book.
Okay, let me ask you this. What is standard practice for the thank you note itself? How long should that be before, once you've opened up that gift, returned it, when should you send out that thank you note?
Right, exactly. As soon as possible. We recommend people to do it that very day, just so you don't forget and the gift is fresh in your mind. We know that's not possible. As soon as possible. I don't even want to give you a time frame after the wedding. This whole 1 year, it's a myth. No, you need to be doing this a little bit faster.
Okay. Well, Anna has said that she is going to go ahead and do a top list with us. And what we did, because they are all about etiquette with the Emily Post Institute, that we thought that we would go ahead and put together a list of what not to say on a wedding night. Anna, you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, let's give them our list. Here we go.
You woke me up for that?
Hey, did I mention that I have a video camera?
Can you please pass me the remote?
So, do you accept Visa?
Oh, ouch. On second thought, let's turn off the lights.
And to think, I was really trying to pick up your friend.
Did you know the ceiling needs painting?
Say, you got any penicillin?
No, really, I do this part better myself.
Well, it's better than being in bed with a woman that you have to inflate.
Oh, you know, you're almost as good as my ex.
You know what? This would be a lot more fun with a few more people.
You know, my old boyfriend used to do it a lot longer.
Hey, those aren't cracker crumbs. It's just a rash. All right, and we will be back with a whole lot more Late Night Saturday. Thank you so much. Very much. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hey, what do tacos from Taco Bell and our musical guests have to do with anything? Absolutely nothing. But Taco Bell at the University Mall brought tacos for everyone here in the studio audience. That's right, because Cinco de Mayo is coming up on Monday, so they want to celebrate it with us. Thanks to Taco Bell, run like hell to the border. All right. I need some water or something. Very good tacos, though, but good. Tonight's musical guest is a Burlington singer-songwriter who can heat up a room no matter what the temperature is outside and can, thank you, Jamie, and can transform a chilly night into a sweaty alternative country hoedown. Won't you please welcome the Lowell Thompson Band?
I'm not looking to pick you up. I'm not looking to make you mad. I'm not hoping to help you out. I'm not trying to take my time. I should wait for the last girl. I'm not holding your hand in public. I'm not buying these drinks for two. I'm not going to spend the night afterward. I'm not wasting time on you. I'm still waiting for the last girl. I'm still waiting for the last girl. wash out clean. I'm still waiting for the last girl. I'm still waiting for the last girl. I'm still waiting on the shine. Maybe she'll come my way.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the show. We had a terrific show. Remember, if you have a wedding that you're planning, look up Anna Post. She can help you out with all of those special parties. And thanks to the Lowell Thompson Band. If you like their music as much as we did, you can catch them out next Friday. That's May 9th at Red Square. They're going to be playing outside, weather permitting. Next week, we've got Serenity and Bill Fortune, plus musical guest Jess Clemens. Please remember to support local artists like the folks that you've seen here tonight. We'll see you next time on Late Night Saturday.
Her cold. I wonder how long she's been lonely in this town. Anna, please don't listen when I tell you I don't need you like before. Anna, please don't kiss him, just to prove that you don't love me anymore. Shoulders sinking lower, sinking lower, and I ain't got time. Girls downtown, we sure don't sing sweet, but my friends all say it helps to pass the time. Anna, please don't listen